This is the show that goes behind the scenes of your favorite TV shows. Why were they so popular? Why did their ratings decline? What happened to some of your favorite TV characters or TV personalities? Only one truth prevails as ColeyD, Matthew Mayfield, and Steven Cesar dig deep to give you all the answers. This is Two Tales. Today, in this episode of Two Tales, we take a different approach as we go into battle mode. We look at the two shows that have the same name, Double Dare. We take a dive into the Alex Trebek version and the infamous Nickelodeon version and pit them in an all-out battle to see which one is better. What is it? We find out today in Two Tales Versus. Just like in any versus battle, we have to look at both shows and how they work and the tell of the tape. First, the tell of the tape. Double Dare aired on CBS and ran for 30 minutes from December 13, 1976 through April 29, 1977 and was hosted by Alex Trebek and was a Disney Topman production. Bonus fact for y'all. This show was executive produced by Jay Warburton. Geeky game shows, anybody? Now, the Double Dare that we all know and love was hosted by Marc Summers and was aired on Nickelodeon for 30 minutes from October 6, 1976 through February 6, 1993, with a special Turning the Chance episode airing on February 6 of that year, marking the final episode. Here's another bonus fact for you guys. A certain public station helped Mark and the gang on their way. Which station is that? Guess you find that out later.
Take a risk. Take a chance. Take a dare. Play the game of Double Dare with the host of Double Dare, Alex Trebek.
Now we get to know the two shows. First, we explore Double Dare in the 1970s, guys. Now, this version aired on CBS
presents this program in color
and was almost a 13-weeker. It was hosted by Alex Trebek, sport dead pro like always, and was about calling your opponent's bluff. Now, in this version, you read clues that describe a person, place, or thing. However, while in isolation booths, if you thought that you knew the answer, you buzzed in while your opponent's isolation booth was on. If you got it right, you got $50 and saw the next clue that will be the dare clue. However, if you're wrong, you get closed off while the opponent saw the next clue, but you never get to see that clue though. If offered and your opponent got it wrong, you get an extra $100. But if they got it right, it was $50 for them. Same situation in the Double Dare. However, it was $200 for a success, but $100 for a fail. The first to $500 won the game and was on to the spoilers round for $5,000 in cash. Now in this round, we saw three super geeks, usually doctors from colleges, battle against the winner for the big money. Now you look up to 8 clues if a person places anything. And also, you got to see what the person placing was. But spoilers don't. Now, you want to be very careful on which one you pick. 3 clues must go through all 3 of the geeks, except for the last one. The last one must go through only one of them. If all that happens, it's $5,000 in your pocket. Watch out though, 3 strikes, and just like in baseball, you're out. and the spoilers get $100 each.
50-50 tie. Our champion and our challenger. As we go to this subject, it is a thing. Here's the answer. And here's the first clue. The more horizontal this thing is kept while in action, the more likely you'll get what you're after. Number 2. In the film Walkabout, the lead male straps one against his thigh with his loincloth. Next clue. To use one properly, grip it firmly with 3 fingers at the curve near the tip. Number 4. If yours weighs more than 8 ounces, don't expect it to arc back after you've used it. John?
A bow.
Wrong. Eileen, he gave us an incorrect answer, so you get a look at a penalty clue. Elia Kazan directed a movie with this thing as its title, about a murder that backfires on the guilty parties. Free guess for you, Eileen.
A bow.
Wrong. Wrong answer from both of you. We continue. According to legend, these things were sent out to capture and return the sun. To this day, they mimic that action. Clue number 7. For use in warfare, hooks placed at the ends of these things become lethal as they whirl into the adversary. John?
Boomerang.
You're right. You take the lead. You go to $100. Dare time. Here's the clue. The finest ones made today are manufactured in America out of plastic for export to Australia.
You know, Alex, I think she's going to get this one now with the Australia, so I'm going to pass it.
I think that's a good decision on your part. He got the right answer, Eileen, but he's stopping because of this clue. The finest ones made today are manufactured in America out of plastic and shipped off to Australia.
Boomerang.
Boomerang, you'd have gotten it. Okay, let's continue.
On your mark. Get set. Go! These two teams are in the dark trying to catch ping pong balls by clashing their symbols. Whoever catches the ball first will symbolize silliness with $20 and control of the show that never clashes with good taste. Yes, it's Double Dare.
Now, the Double Dare we all know and love was hosted by Marc Summers and aired on Nickelodeon from October 6, 1986 to February 6, 1993. It was started in Philadelphia from WHYY Studios. Wonder why that station sounds familiar. Oh yeah, remember the public station I was talking about earlier? Yeah, that's the one. Anyway, of course I cannot begin to talk about this particular Double Dare without Marc Summers explaining the rules.
The way we do that, I'm going to ask you a question, and if you don't know the answer or think the other team hasn't got a clue, you can dare them to answer it for double the dollars. But be careful, because they can always double dare you back for 4 times the amount, and then you either have to answer that question or take the physical challenge. Good.
And that's how the rules go. And in the beginning of the run, it was $10, $20, and $40 on a Double Dare. In round 2, the amounts doubled to $20, $40, and $80 on the Double Dare. Whichever team has the most cash at the end of the game were champs and took on the obstacle course, where they got really messy for fabulous prizes, including trips to Space Camp, Club Med, and others. It stayed the same format for Super Sloppy Double Dare, only the obstacle course and physical challenge were a lot messier. Oh, hell yes. For Family Double Dare, the rules stayed the same except the money amounts. In round 1, it was $25, $50, and $100 on the Double Dare. And in round 2, it was doubled to $50, $100, and $200 on the Double Dare. Now, in the obstacle course, the messiness stayed the same consistency of Super Sloppy, but at the end of the course, a car is usually offered.
Give it a shot, let me see, dive on through, get the flag. Yeah, grab the flag, dive on through.
Fabulous new family car. Sleeker than a Porsche 928S with more room than a Honda Accord. The 1988 Corsica LT from the heartbeat of America today, Chevrolet. Yours if you do it all from Family Double Dare.
Only twist in Family Double Dare is there was a Tournament of Champions format. The top 2 brainiest and the top 2 fastest families through the obstacle course competed against each other. And at the end of the Tournament of Champions was a trophy at stake. Now in the Fox version of Family Double Dare, in the obstacle course, there's usually an obstacle that had a hidden money amount. Complete the obstacle and that cash is all yours. This is an awesome kids show, and it has made a few reincarnations, including one that is coming up very soon on Nick. Now it's time to battle. Now we find out which is better. It's going down in the showdown. Round 1. Although both shows have the same principles, Double Dare 70s have more challenging trivia as they give out clues, making the contestants actually think about the person, place, or thing. Double Dare 80s have trivia as well, but they get rid of a question if both teams doesn't know, and they have to go into a physical challenge. So as far as trivia goes, winner, Double Dare 70s. Round 2. Now both shows are fun, especially when it comes to the hosts. When it comes to the actual game, however, it's more fun when there's a stipulation where you get invested to earn your team win, especially when there's a pie throw involved. What else can you do that than the First Kids Network? Come on, y'all. I mean, you already know. Winner, Double Dare 80s. Final round. Now both shows have challenging bonus rounds with awesome rewards for winning. Bonus rounds are hard working as well. When it comes down to it, however, Marc Summers will root you on to win the game, and that proves to be the winning element each time. Marc even wants the contestants to win, while Alex Trebek says, "Better luck next time." Winner, Double Dare 80s. Overall winner, Marc Summers Double Dare. You can't beat the game that would be in people's lives forever versus a concept that was very awesome, but only faded away after over 13 weeks. Hey, Trebek, you did good, but not better than Marc. Double Dare 80s, you get the first ever Two Tails trophy. If you got any ideas for any future Two Tails versus shows, please leave your ideas in the comment section below or email us at worldwidebrotherhoodent@gmail.com. Again, that is worldwidebrotherhoodent@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. Until then, this is ColeyD. Peace and blessings, guys.
God, it's the 808, the 808,